Alright, this is a Pacsafe backpack. I told myself that I would make a review on it because there weren't any when I was looking for travel backpacks online. So here goes. This is kind of how it looks and the size. Inside it has this kind of map looking pattern, and it has these zippers right here, a little spot you can hook your keys on. This other side has a mesh pocket so you can see what's in here, and then this side has the zipper that you can't see through. Then that's it as far as pockets go there, but you can put a little pen right here. So yeah, I guess I'll start packing it from here. So there's this pen holder right there. There's also a little spot here. Sometimes we'll put cash and things in. I like to put just, here's some gum. I think I also put chapstick and things and my headphones in here. Then in this pocket right here is RFID safe. Not that I feel super worried about that, but we just put both of our passports right in here, and those fit perfect and can Velcro like that. So there's a little RFID pocket. I also throw my sunglasses in here, my sunglass case, just so I can access them quickly, and my Kindle as well, because I like to be able to grab my Kindle. If I'm on a flight or anything, you can just open this right up. So yeah, I think that's everything I put in front. So that's the front, zips to about right here. And then the main compartment right here, it has almost like some kind of padding. It feels really thick. I mean, I want to say cardboard, but it feels high quality. And again, this map pattern right here, it's probably just to protect the laptop and be breathable for your back. So right here's my MacBook. I can't remember the size of it. I'll definitely have to add that in with a little title or something. MacBook Pro, so that fits in there just perfect. It doesn't like seal at all. I mean, it just sits in there. I know some laptop compartments definitely will Velcro down, but that's not the case here. So anyway, there's my laptop. I have this charger holder, so that fits in there nicely as well. You can see there's a good amount of room in there. It's definitely spacious, but it's not like something I would recommend putting all your clothes in. So there's all that space. This is kind of just where I'm putting the rest of my electronics, my cords, external battery pack, and then also enough room to fit a jacket, again, just for the plane ride or any bus rides. And you can see after all that, we still have a good amount of room if you wanted to stuff it completely full. This is a 25-ounce bottle, Corksicle. So it's a little hard to get water bottles in here, kind of depending on the size. And when we got to the airport, this was obviously empty because you can't go through security with water in it. Why can't I get that in? Like after going through security, filled up, put it in here, had the backpack on. When I went to take it off, the water bottle actually like flew out and smashed my toe, and it was really heavy because it had so much water in it. So I'll show you how to avoid that if I can get this in. Sometimes it's kind of difficult, I will say, to get these in. I think partly because this is such a big water bottle, so if you just have like a more regular size water bottle, then that would fit. So it has this little, let's see, I did that wrong. So it has this little like water bottle holder strap right here. So that's really nice. Just remember to do it up so you're not like me, where I was slinging it around and it just completely fell out. So anyway, now it's really sturdy. What I was really wondering about was the security. So I'm not gonna try and cut this. I feel like I'm in a pretty safe country right now, and the travels I'm gonna be doing over the next little while are pretty safe as well. Plus, if it does cut, I don't want to cut it. I wanted to show you kind of how this locks. So the zippers actually come together. You can almost like interchange them together like that. So that's kind of one safety feature, and they won't really come apart unless you're like running around with the backpack on. If you go to this little hook here that Pacsafe has, if you put these together and then slide this through, the hole's actually on the other side. So it's a super tiny hole. I'm sure you can't see that from here, but you slide it through and then you can lock it up. So now you can't get into these at all. When I got this bag, I was super excited when it came. I was like, I'm so excited because I don't typically travel with my laptop, but now that my husband and I are doing almost like a digital nomad thing, I really wanted one that would like lock my laptop up. My husband and my dad did make the point that you could definitely cut this lock open. So, I mean, there's that if a thief happened to have a lock cutter, but if it was on your backpack and you're walking through the city, it's not something that they could steal. So anyway, that was pretty easy to get that undone. The hardest part is definitely locking it up in the first place. So then to the back, there's no other pockets or anything on here. It's just these two large ones. There's no small side ones except for these two water bottle ones. I also wanted a backpack that I could lock up to something. So this strap actually comes off, and again, this took me a little while to figure out. I was actually trying to figure it out on the plane. There's a little button right here, and I just used my lock to push it. Hopefully this will work. So there's actually a little like button right here. You can click it to lock or unlock. So if you click it to unlock and then press this in, then you should be able to slide that right out. So it's not super easy again, but let's say you were, I don't know, next to something like a park bench and you wanted to just leave your bag. Again, probably don't do that, but if you, I was thinking more I would leave it in my apartment, then you can just hook it back around itself and switch it to lock. So there's supposed to be like a wire in here, and I can kind of feel there are actually two wires, it feels like, that go around this, so you couldn't cut through something like this. It does look like, and then obviously the con goes on here as well. There's just a small round little part right here, and you can put your lock right through it, and then just lock it up like that. So anyway, I hope that made sense. Let me get it off so I can kind of show you the back. Ooh. So switch to unlock. Again, this is kind of a hassle, so I honestly thought I would do this on the trip. Like I would lock it up in some apartments, and I haven't, just because it's not super easy. And I know I saw some other backpacks when I was searching that have just a little like coiled wire that you can wrap it around different things, so probably something like that is a little bit easier, but this is the backpack I ended up liking. A lot of them kind of look clunky that I looked at, and I'm sure there's some kind of like specific lock or some kind of specific tool. This on the back is just a little button that you have to press to unlock it, and I'm sure it's just so someone can't quickly unlock it if they were to get the comm. This part is a pain. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I think it was actually snagged on like a little piece of fabric. We're on a decently long trip, 6 weeks, and I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be perfect. And right when we walked into the airport, I had it on my back, and because this part isn't so directly into the backpack so you can take it off like that, like this one is, this round edge kind of dug into my back, so I don't know if you can see this, but it just kind of digs in right there. Actually put it on all the way, and was kind of uncomfortable on this side. So the way that that can be remedied is through these two straps right here. And you can just have it sit at your hips, so now these don't actually bother me at all. There's also this little lock. I don't usually do this, it's not a lock, it's just a clasp, but I don't usually do this one up just because if it sits on my hips, it's a lot more comfortable. But yeah, that's kind of a look in the backpack. The size. There's this little rain icon right here, water icon. So I think that's for like a rain cover, but there wasn't a rain cover that came with it or anything. So I don't know, you could probably put like your battery pack in here and then put a cord out through this. It's definitely big enough if you wanted to charge something or even put your headphones in there, something like that. Also adjustable on the back here a little bit, so you can adjust for your height. So my husband and I will adjust it between the two of us. The back is pretty comfortable. I have no complaints here. I'm not usually someone who gets a really sweaty back unless it's super hot outside. So as far as breathability, this seemed okay to me. The straps kind of have the same breathability thing right here with these little holes. That is my Pacsafe travel bag. I will link it below. I'm not an expert in any means, but I looked at a lot of different things. This is what I came up with. And yeah, hope you like it. Thanks, guys.